Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and to basically an overview of my tournaments for the year. So before we get into it, if you look at the link in the description or just scan this handy QR code if it works, it will take you straight through to Firestorm Games. They have great value on all of your favourite games such as Built Action, Flames of War and Team Yankee, and also all your hobby supplies, board games and other wargaming stuff that you might be into. They have excellent customer service, they're fast and reliable, and clicking and using my link will help support me in the channel. And that's all we need to talk about. We do have one other thing to talk about before we talk about the events I went to this year. Okay, so talking events this year, how about events next year? Flames of War Welsh Nationals 2026. So this is going to be late war, 100 points, 5 games, 3 on the Saturday, 2 on the Sunday. If you scan the QR code or follow the link in the description, you will find out what days it's on, because I've forgotten already, but it's in June. So the plan is going to be a 12 unit cap, not including transports or independent teams, unless late war dynamic points is out, in which case we will just use late war dynamic points instead and see if it works. Okay, so hopefully this is clear enough for everyone to read. Otherwise I'll delete it and you won't see it anyway. So I went to 4 tournaments this year. As you can see, there are 4 colour blocks. One of them is slightly bigger than the others because the ETC had 6 games in it and everyone else had 5 games. So starting with Scotland, and then Welsh Nationals, then ETC, and then UK Nationals. So a grand total of 21 games of competitive Flames of War, and they were all very fun games. And it was great meeting and playing new people, and also playing friends that I don't often get to play against. Okay, so a lot of people probably already know, but what I'm going to be doing is picking a primary nation and a secondary nation for my tournaments for a calendar year, and then slowly cycling through my collection. So this year, my primary was Romanian and my secondary was US. So basically doing Axis Ally or whatever, just so I can do both. So next year will be the US and Japanese with a default built in. So if I can't play that faction due to them not being available in that period, my default for the Allies will be British, and the default for the Axis will be Germans, because they were around in all the theatres. So the breakdown of my games, 15 of my games were the Romanians and 6 were the US, with, as you can see, percentage breakdown wise, I think up in Scotland I only got to play the Romanians once, and of course in ETC, where I only got to take one list anyway, I played them 6 times. But there you go, primary list got used more than anything, which is as it was meant to be. Okay, so I thought I'd break up my stances by period. So mid-war stances, defended once with the Romanians, which I believe was up in Scotland. I manoeuvred a lot with the Romanians, as was the ETC. I had the definitively picked as the manoeuvre stance, and then I split my US in mid-war between defend and manoeuvre, which was all up in Scotland with mixed results, as you can see here. But overall, branching out, doing a lot more manoeuvring than anything else this year, especially in mid-war. Okay, so how did that affect my results? Well, with the Romanians, I managed to win more of my games, with overall my wins being 45.5% Romanian. Lost a couple of games with the Romanians, once in ETC and once up in Scotland. And with the US, I only lost 1 game out of 4 with them. That's right. Sounds right. Yeah, played in mid-war with the Americans, played 4 times, lost once against Tom, who quite rightly beat me because I was absolutely hungover and really tired as well. Okay, so stances for late war. As you can see, 80% were defend with the Romanians and then defend with the US and maneuver with the US. So why? Well, these were the experimental mission pack, which defending is quite a lot easier to do, and mainly for the fact that the Romanians in late war don't have mechanized infantry, which kind of makes it a bit harder to definitely maneuver, but attacking in this mission pack I find a little bit more difficult. I did have one lined up to do it, but I didn't have the guts to do it, and I wish I did now. And with the Americans, I only actually played 2 games with them in no 3 games. It doesn't make sense now. Oh no, yeah, I only used them twice in late war. One of them was defend in Welsh nationals, and one was my last game I played this year tournament wise, which was maneuver in UK nationals. Okay, and then here for the breakdown. So as you can see, although defending is easier, um, it doesn't make much difference with the Romanians since it's pretty much a 50-50 split. 40% of my wins were Romanian, 40% of my losses were Romanian. But the one interesting thing is I was undefeated late war with the Americans. So that is maybe a ray of sunshine for me next year, going into the Americans being my primary. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. And then overall, defense stance. I won more games defending than I lost, so that's always quite nice. With do I have it written down somewhere? I don't think. Okay, so out of 12 games which I defended, I won 7 and lost 4. Okay, and then obviously I only stuck with defending or maneuvering this year, as far as I remember, and I had a bit better results here. So out of 9 games where I maneuvered, I won 7 and lost 1, and 5 of those wins came in the form of the ETC, which was very surprising, where I got lucky quite a lot against a lot of very good players. But yeah, so some good things there. If you can maneuver and you can get a good list to go with that stance, you can make it work very well. Okay, and basically all mid-war games this year used the current mission pack, and I didn't do too bad. So basically, there were 11 of my games were using the current mission pack, and basically managed to get 8 wins out of that and 2 losses, which doesn't make sense. Oh no, 9 wins and 2 losses with the current mission pack. And mainly that is because of the maneuvering really does help. So current mission pack, maneuvered 8 times, won 6, lost 1, defended 3 times, 2 wins, 1 loss. Okay, so with late war and the experimental, obviously I did win more than I lost, but the losses were creeping up on me. So basically, out of 10 games, I defended 9 times with 5 wins and 4 losses, and I maneuvered once and I won that game. And out of those 2 losses, 2 of them were the night missions, but I did win one of the night missions as well. But yeah, the kind of like best thing to do is to ignore the experimental stuff at the moment, because it's just going to confuse you a bit. But it's not quite saying the difference between mid-war and late war. It could be the difference between the new pack and the experimental mission pack. Okay, then I thought it would, for the last one, I would do results by score. So I had 7 8-1 wins, which made up 33.3% of my total results. I had 2 7-2s, 5 6-3s, which always tend to feel the best because sometimes they're the ones you just about sneak in. I only had one 3-6, so that's a loss. Two 2-7s, and I had four 1-8s. One in the ETC where I got clobbered by Japanese at night, and also two night defend missions in the new mission pack, which 8-1s, which I always find someone either gets an 8-1 or you'll draw. And then the other 8-1, I can't remember where that came from now. Of course, how could I forget the other 8-1 came in Scotland, where against Tom, which I did say I was hungover and very tired, and I forgot we were playing the current mission pack where I only needed to be within 8 inches of an objective, and yes, I played. Although I played quite well, I could have played the attritional game rather than going for the win, and that was silly of me. But yeah, 4-8-1s. So basically, if I'm going to lose, I'm more likely to get in a 1-8 loss, which isn't great. But with a third of my wins being quite solidly 8-1s, it's definitely something to work on. So that is it. Thanks for bearing with me. No, I'm in no way a statistician. I suppose that is the word to describe it. I don't really know what kind of stats you were looking for. If you did wanted to see something, um, I can't remember the exact missions I played, so I am limited on my memory. But if it's something I missed, I can put it together and put it in my next video. But I hope you enjoyed. This was just a little fun video for me. Next year, there won't be 21 games, there will be 16, because I've been told I'm not allowed to go to that many events next year, so I'll aim for 3. So definitely see you at the ETC and UK Nationals, and I have to go to Welsh Nationals because I'm hosting it, and hopefully I'll see more of you there this year, and then hopefully make Welsh Nationals a regular thing. So again, I hope you enjoyed. Comment if there's anything you were surprised about. Or anything else. What are the things you'd like to see? But that's that. So I hope you'd enjoyed seeing these nice coloured, poorly made pie charts.